tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I never slow up, no I don't take shit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to your favorite channel, Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. And we are live again on two platforms at the same time. We're bringing you the latest update in sports news. Chelsea FC. Chelsea FC. We can't start the show without mentioning the name Chelsea or even AJ. AJ on our table today. We can talk about AJ on our table. Another stunning big heartbreak. Enzo Maresca's Blue Chelsea is looking very, very unstoppable. We're gonna look into it Saturday's game, how Enzo Maresca's team is looking so dangerous and how flexible it's making it for the team. Also, we're gonna look into league leaders and confidence defending champions of the English Premier League, Manchester City, how they host Arsenal Football Club, league leaders Arsenal Football Club, and how they put up that show and what really went into it. The man in the middle, lots of controversial, lots of talking point in that game. Also, that's what we'll be looking at in today's show. Also, we'll be looking at Anthony. I won't talk about Anthony. AJ, Anthony Joshua, yes, Anthony Joshua and Dubois fight, how it went down, how Anthony Joshua really took the fight, and why he lost. Is it the end for Anthony Joshua? Can he come back again? He's made so much noise, he's made so much news. As he said, it's not over for him yet. He's still got a lot in the tank to offer. So we'll see how it's going to end for Anthony Joshua. And we'll review the Premier League game between Chelsea and West Ham, London Derby, and also the big game over the weekend, Sunday, between Premier League champions and league leaders, Arsenal Football Club, and how it ended up in a draw. The mindset of Manchester City, the mindset of us now. So if you're joining us, it's going to be very, very entertaining stream today. So get yourself ready, get your comments, get your questions in the comment section below. And when the time is up, we will drop the link for you to join us here and have your say as we do each and every time. So yes, your time here is very, very important and value to us on this platform. My name is Nate Zion. My co-host is Stephen G. We'll be right back in just a second.
What's up?
Welcome back again, folks. The Premier League table is taking a shape little by little as time goes on. Enzo Maresca and his boys are looking unstoppable. The tactical flexibility and the the style of play is shaping itself. Now people can tell what Enzo Maresca is here to do. Nicholas Jackson, brilliant 2 goals from Nicholas Jackson, early goals. And the most important thing that we'll be talking about Nicholas Jackson each and every time we come here on this platform, it's all about his finishing. Jackson did not put a foot wrong. Good, brilliant passes from Casado to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez to Casado to Nicholas Jackson, and that was a beautiful finish. Any more talks from John Obi Mikel? I've already heard what he said regarding John Obi Mikel, trying to twist his words, saying we are pushing him. But he forgot that this young player have only spent a season at Chelsea Football Club, and this is his second season. Very, very young, and he's never played as a striker compared to Victor Osimhen, who's been a striker all his life. Why the early criticism and bashing him each and every time he goes on his platform? So one of the reasons why we're up here live to discuss some of these problems and how progressive Nicholas Jackson is putting up and how he can be better in a few games to come. So guys, join us here as we go. We'll take you through the next few hour and a half of live streaming. Welcome back to stream, Stevie G.
Yeah, good to be back as always. I mean, even better when Chelsea win, and it's what 3 away games we've won in a row now, and 2 games in a row overall, if I'm not mistaken. So, look, Chelsea are off to a good start. Therefore, we as Chelsea fans are happy, can't complain. So, everything's going good, bro.
Thank you very much. Everything is going good. I'm also not doing too bad. It was just a little late on today's stream, but finally, we're still here discussing everything that we have in mind from the weekend till now. And Chelsea will be playing. Is it Borough, right? That's the name.
Borough.
If I get the name right. Borough.
Barrow.
On I think tomorrow. So yeah, we're here to review that also. We'll go through details into that game tomorrow. It's the Carabao Cup game tomorrow. So the Borough game review won't be today. But anyway, Stephen, where do you start from? We start from Enzo Maresca's Chelsea travel to West London, the Olympic Stadium, to play their rivals, which is West Ham United. Chelsea finished 3-0. What did you panic before the game? Were you worried that Chelsea
was calm, man.
or were going to
Chelsea win
all the games? Didn't?
I thought we were going, man. I was comfortable. I was confident. I wasn't worried. I thought Chelsea would win despite it being a ground that we typically struggle at, especially since they've moved to the London Stadium. So I felt confident because we'd seen how things are starting to come together under Enzo. And you can see that the players are starting to buy into what he wants. So I wasn't worried. I actually expected us to score a few goals. So, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I did expect us to win by a couple of goals. We won by 3. So
Chelsea to score a few goals. And when I asked the prediction, you never put anything up. You said Chelsea's going to win. Whether they win one or one, you don't really care, but they should win. But I was so bold, and I said Chelsea were going to come out victory with 2 goals, and we ended up having 3 goals. If you have that feeling, why won't you drop it? Say Chelsea's going to win by that margin. I don't know why. I feel like sometimes you're worried that it's going to come back on you with your prediction.
No, bro, I just never have done scoreline predictions.
No one's going to run after you and ask.
Bro, I've never done scoreline predictions. You've known me for like 3-4 years now. I've never done scoreline predictions. Maybe the odd 1 or 2 times, but the majority of the time I never have.
Well, you could be right. You had that feeling.
If it's right, it's right.
Voice it out for everyone to hear that Steven says 2-0. Then they'll take your prediction seriously. You know, some people even listen and they're looking for what they call their paperwork. And I say paperwork, the what do you call it? The betting slip. They're looking for some good outcome. So sometimes the analysis that we put up on this platform, those that they do their betting, they're also listening to it. Why?
I ain't about to be responsible for someone putting money on my prediction and losing money. 4
or 5 goals. Steven said that. Nee said that. Okay, there's a reason why. Chelsea are playing with 3 good attacking players in the Premier League. West Ham United haven't got good defenders. They're struggling. The defender unit is not that great. So this is what I look on, and I feel like Nicholas Jackson is coming from the last game. He scored 2 goals. He scored 1 goal. So I believe that with this misunderstanding with West Ham defenders, I believe that Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer can bank in goals. There you're spot on. Because you know what you're saying, and you have statistics to back it. So whoever is listening, neither definitely look. I'm going for Chelsea 2-0. I'm going for Chelsea 3-0. If I put my money on Chelsea, I can get something from my bet. You get what I'm saying? So now they'll take our platform analysis to be serious. All the time they'll be here because we are giving the numbers that is giving them some money. You get what I'm saying, Steven? So that's where I'm coming from. But yeah, I have that feelings. Oh, my head's here. I have that feeling that Chelsea were definitely going to, they dominate and come out with double digits, which was 2. That's what I saw. But we end up having 3 goals. But anyway, go for it, Stephen.
Yeah, I expected Chelsea to win the game. Just feels like everything's starting to click now. We've seen it the last few games. the link up between the players almost at times telepathic already at this point of knowing and expecting a player to be in a certain place and then being there. The thing that made me laugh, I saw it before we went live, like I saw it a few hours ago, was someone said, "Oh, Enzo Fernandez for the second goal misplaced his pass. It was meant to go to Cucurella and not Caicedo." I looked at it, I was like, respectfully, is this guy stupid? You're telling me you think a elite quality player is go pass to someone who has a man on their back, whilst he being Enzo, is facing his own goal, yeah? Like, not even 4 yards, like 2 yards away from supposed teammate Cucurella, who you're claiming he's trying to pass to, who has a man on his back. Instead of passing to Caicedo, who he did actually pass to, who has open space, and then Caicedo plays that ball first time through to Jackson, who goes and scores with the outside of his boot. You expect me to believe someone who's that level is going to pass it to someone with a man on his back? Of course he's not. He can see his teammate is going to be under pressure if he plays that pass to him. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Because there's someone directly behind him. That would quite literally be one of the dumbest decisions he could have made in that situation. Instead, plays the correct pass, correct way to pass to Caicedo. It allows Caicedo to play the through ball up to Nicholas Jackson to make it 2-0. I don't believe he accidentally hit it to Caicedo. This man has brain cells. He uses them. That is what he does. That is quite literally what he's there for. Use your brain cells to make the correct pass. You're there to dictate the tempo and the pace of the game.
Great. Steven, welcome back to the stream. Maya, welcome back to the stream, brother. How are you doing and how's the family doing, brother?
Now, big up, guys. Now, everyone is well. Big up. How you guys doing?
Doing wonderful, man. Wonderful.
That's good. That's good. Up the Chels. Up the Chels. You know what it is. Yeah. I mean, Steven was actually right about Enzo, bro. Like, the majority, like the mediocrity of this fan base, bro, the agenda, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, you know, we have a split agendas of like Jackson, Enzo, Caicedo, Madueke. Okay, Mudryk. I'm one of them with Mudryk. No lie, yo, Mudryk. I'm sorry,
I think
but like,
everyone's losing hope with Mudryk though.
But yeah, I think now we're losing it with Mudryk because, like, you know, we've been giving him chances, bro. So it kind of makes sense with Mudryk. But, like, when it boils down to, like, people making stupid assumptions like that, like, it's emotional side. I'm sorry. Like, there was someone tweeted, like, saying that Enzo wasn't effective in the West Ham game. And I was just like, what? Are you kidding me, bro? Do you see how much progressive passes he made in that game?
Bro, he missed just 5 passes, I think it was.
Dude, I also question some people like watching the game like properly. Like, do they actually watch the players or do they watch like just for them to score? Because clearly, like, there was one guy that says also Caicedo never did anything against West Ham. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? Caicedo was like our most important DM so far in the last 3 games. I won't lie to you. The Bournemouth game, the West Ham game, and even the other previous game. He's been our best DM, right? Even if I go on to this guy and I criticize him, because last season I was criticizing him, but he's showing up now this season. I was like, oh, okay, we don't need a DM. But, bro, like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Some people don't really see what's actually happening. But, like, you know, it's the same thing with someone that said, about Palmer, we should bench Palmer. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro?
Oh, over here.
Someone
why would we bench Cole Palmer?
Over here.
Bro, like, it's crazy.
you know what really upset me sometimes. I know I'm not in the UK, but if I was in the UK, to be honest, you home and away games, I will be there. No matter what, I will be home and away games each and every game. Either Europe, wherever they're going, I will. But when you go live to watch a game, Steven will tell you it's way different from how we see it on the
Mhm.
TV because the camera follows the ball all the time. So we don't see the work rate of other players without the ball. All we see is players with the ball. But we have to remember to stop players from getting to our 18 before the ball gets there, the players are already there covering up. So players change their decisions all the time. Okay, now I'm going to play it long because Casado is already here, but we don't see that on the screen. And Casado, to be honest with you, in the beginning of this season, I would say last 4 or 5 games we played, you can see the difference that we've seen the real Casado that we bought from Brighton Football Club. The real Casado is there. Why? Because there's harmony, there is unity, there is some kind of understanding in what they are doing. I know with the pressure, with everything that is going on in the football club, they put that aside, and they understand the football right now. You can tell they are playing a certain way to get certain goal. Look at how those 2 goals came in, Maya. Maya's there. Okay, and Steven. Steven, look how those 2 goals came in.
Mhm.
It wasn't just a fluke. It was, you could tell they were working their way out. The ball keep going back. It goes to the middle. You see player movement, and then boom, true pass. I don't know how
We've
you saw it.
seen
I saw
clips of this
Enzo
from
Maresca's style of
pre-season
play
where they were doing this stuff
was
in
a lot.
training. We saw clips of this from pre-season where they're trying stuff like this in training. You get it to centre forward, he pops it back, then you play the ball ready for him to run onto it. We've seen it. It's not a fluke, and it's not just the players, which is what it felt like at times last season, taking matters into their own hands. They've actually worked on that. He's gone, okay, so I think it was it Sancho took the quick free kick, or was it Jackson passed it back to him? I can't remember. But the first goal, it was kind of a quick free kick. Goes to Jackson, plays it back, it goes to Sancho, yeah? And we're in.
Sorry, but go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, and then we're in. So it's just bang, 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 and we're in. But you look at the build-up for the second goal, yeah? The whole build-up, it's passes between the centre-back, the goalkeeper, the DM. And you know how they say to you when we're going through the tactical board, yeah? Sometimes the goalkeeper's like an extra centre-back, yeah? So that you've got an extra man on the opposition, yeah? People will say, oh, Chelsea plays some boring football, blah, 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 yeah? What we're doing, right, is we're manipulating the opposition to create the space. That's what football is. You have to create the space to be able to find the space and exploit it. So if that means you sometimes have to go back to your centre-backs and your goalkeeper and pass it around the back for a bit until they move out of their half to try and press up into your half, which then opens up some more spaces, and then you move it wider to shift them to one side so you can play through the middle, yeah? So be it. But I've already seen it, bro. Like, we've said this before. We've seen elements of this already. We saw it at times against Bournemouth. We saw it kind of for the goal against Bournemouth. We saw it for the goal, well, multiple of the goals the other day. And then I think it was the Palace game as well. We saw it as well. It's like our last 3 games. We've seen it at times that led to goals. Like, people want it and still do because of, as Maya was saying about agendas, yeah? Want to write off Maresca and this young team, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But what are they doing right now? Yeah? They're going into these games, they're fighting for everything they can get. Every point they're fighting, yeah? They're putting in the performance. They're showing why we paid whatever money we paid for them, for the most part anyway, yeah? Because obviously you've got to have some off days here and there. And I can't remember last time I heard anyone, even going back to last season, When's the last time someone said, "Oh, Chelsea paid 115 million for Moises Caicedo"? I don't think I've heard that since about the beginning of this year, beginning of 2024, like around January. I don't think I've heard it since about then, because the performances have started to elevate and come up to a higher level that we saw of him at Brighton, because he's adapting. And now that he's adapted, yeah, everyone's hushed, yeah? Or in the words of Nicholas Jackson, everyone's shut up, yeah? Because these players are going out there with a point to prove. They're going out there, they're putting in the performances that we've all seen they can put in. They're putting in performances that show the true potential of this team, yeah? And I've seen people saying, "Oh, Chelsea weren't good, West Ham were just bad." Okay, let me put it to you, yeah? Were Chelsea just that good, yeah? Which is option one. Were Chelsea that good and West Ham that poor, like made West Ham be that poor, right? Or was it just West Ham are poor?
I think Chelsea
So was
made
it
West Ham look poor.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Was it Chelsea were too good for them?
Were excellent
right?
that day.
Or Chelsea made West Ham's level look worse because of how we played? Or is it just West Ham were absolutely shocking? Because for me, I don't even think it, like, yes, West Ham were bad, but I'd lean more towards option one of Chelsea were just that good. There's an element of option two in there of West Ham were bad. Of course they were. We could all see that. That was blatantly obvious to everyone watching the game, right? But I think it was more of Chelsea dominated it. And Chelsea got the early goal. I think it was 4 minutes in, if my memory serves correct. And straight away, that means West Ham are on the back foot. You're 1-0 down at home in front of your fans, yeah? In a London derby, that's more pressure on West Ham. And then before half-time, it's 2-0. Okay, you can talk about, was it a penalty, was it not for West Ham? It's got to be one of those where some say it is, some say it isn't. So therefore, you have to kind of go with the referee's call, which was no penalty, right? The whole point are clear and obvious, yeah? So I think Chelsea were just that good on the day, and it showed what Chelsea can do. And I think if Chelsea can be that consistent, then people need to stop writing Chelsea off for top four. Because right now,
Chelsea have to be. Chelsea will be that consistent that people have to start writing them off. They have to stop writing them off, and then add them to the top four. Definitely can make it. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Alpha in the building. Alpha said big up to chat in the panel and everybody out there. My brother, Manchester United is red forever. Say Caicedo played much better than Enzo Fernandez. Big up to you. I want to love you forever. So big up to Nisa and Steven and everyone in the chat. Remember to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share. I hope everyone is doing well today. Thank you very much for your time. Everyone's time here. I want to love you forever. Manchester is red and Alpha. Thank you guys very much for your time that you're spending with us here. United said he watched the Manchester City and the Arsenal game. Todd Labor, thank you very much, Todd. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. It says I did watch City vs Arsenal game. Did you really enjoy it, Todd? How did you see that game? Rodri got injured. Very, very good for rival fans, including Manchester United. Coolest Charles, big up to you, my brother. He's in the building right now. I'll give him the microphone to have a say. I know there's something bothering him he wants to share with us. Todd say big up me and everyone in the chat today. Coolest Chester, please share the link or send the link to me. I did, brother. I did not see the comments on time. Please check your DM. Todd said that things what happened to Rodri. He's good. He's a good player. City, huge loss. Yeah, I don't think Rodri really came back strongly after the international break. He had a big, huge tournament with Spain, but after that he was struggling. A little crying here and there, but let's see.
Yeah. The exact player who had been talking about potential strikes because of the amount of games.
To lose a lot of game. What was that, Steven?
The exact player who's been saying about the players are playing too many games, they could go on strike literally about 5 days beforehand. And then 5 days later, he's gone and done his ACL.
All right. So we have Tobaho. That's the name, man. Tobaho. Welcome back to the stream, my brother. What do you have for us today?
Yeah, big up, guys. How are you?
Doing fine. I don't know about Maya and Steven. I know you're doing fine.
Yeah, I just want to beg him up because, like you said, most people are writing off Enzo Fernandez because of they hate him or something. And also, like you said, the Enzo Fernandez pass to Moses Caicedo was the most perfect one. And it shows that these players were drilled. It was not a lucky pass there. It was just a team drill. And what I like about the performance against West Ham is that after the second goal, we just went to a cruise mode where we are not attacking them anymore. We were just controlling the game, just staying solid. Let's see what will happen. And until the third goal, I was so happy about it. And also big up to Enzo Maresca for winning that game because we've been struggling against West Ham United for a while right now. So I'm happy winning against West Ham United and also Wolves last season beat us back to back and we won against them also. So big up to Enzo Maresca. Now we need to put this result at home. Hopefully we'll start tomorrow against Borough, then Saturday against Brighton.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that worried. I was worried about the Wolves game, to be honest with you. They really surprised me in the Wolves game than they did against West Ham United. I was worried because Wolves were. It got to a point. Wolves were dangerous team. Kind of players we're bringing in, we couldn't match them. And this is a very very young team also. So Acuna and the others, I was thinking they were going to make it difficult, but then they made Nicholas Jackson look like prime, Luis Dalimo Nazari, which is Ronaldo. They make him look like him, and also some other players looking like Ronaldinho playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But yesterday's game, or Saturday's game, was the icing of the cake, telling us what we can expect from these young players with time, how good they can be. Let's focus on Nicholas Jackson a bit. I want to take a few time on Nicholas Jackson. Maya, are you still there? Is Maya there? Or did we lose him?
No,
Maya, can you hear me?
I think we lost him.
No, he's there. He's there. I think he's having a microphone issue. But yeah, I'll go to Coolest Chest whilst I'm getting Maya's getting my microphone ready. Coolest Chest, what's your take right now on Nicholas Jackson? Do you think that Chelsea still need, if he continues banging in goals like that, Chelsea still need a Victor Osimhen in the January transfer window or in the summer transfer window? If he continue banging in at least one goal or two goals each any other game, what do you think?
To be honest, in terms of Nicholas Jackson, I said it. Nicholas Jackson is not a bad player. He's a fantastic young player. But the main issue with him is that he's not clinical enough for Chelsea fans to show faith in him. So overall, I think this season he started so well. 4 goals, 2 assists in 5 games. Previous season, his last 5 games, he scored 1 goal. So clearly is an improvement there. He's getting there, he's learning. So hopefully in January, we'll be in that sense that maybe scored, let's say, 10 goals or so. Then I'll say, okay, we don't need a Victor Osimhen. But personally, for right now, until end of the season, don't sign a striker. Let's assess him throughout the season and let's see what will happen. Because buying Victor Osimhen, as much as I want Victor Osimhen or another striker at Chelsea, I just want Nicholas Jackson to have this opportunity also. Give him another full season. Let's see what will happen. And also, Joby Mikel, keep on cooking Jackson so that he can get motivated.
You can bang him all goals. So, John Obi Mikel, that's a message from my brother here. He said, keep on criticizing Jackson. and he will bang in more goals for us. Santiago, big up to you, my big brother Santiago. He said City 13 points, Chelsea 10 points. Why not us? According to Santiago, thank you very much. Talk say, how about Nottingham Forest? We are still undefeated. Can you believe it? All right, Nottingham Forest, your time is coming. Your time is very, very close. You're about to play Chelsea, so watch out for that. But yeah, there'll be a difficult team to beat. We don't know until we meet. Then we see how easy it could be for Chelsea. If Chelsea beat Forest, Chelsea beat Liverpool, then it means that why can't they contest for the Premier League trophy? I know that is not the main objective for Enzo Maresca and his boys. The objective is to break into that top four. But if they could go and challenge it, who knows? Who knows? Is Arsenal bottling the game like they've been doing and City got relegated? It means there will be a Liverpool. There will be a Chelsea out there. There will be Aston Villa to be fighting. Villa also playing in Europe, playing in Champions League, which is not going to be that easy for them. Although Chelsea's not playing in Europe, I've said it many times, we still got a lot of games to play.
Chelsea are in Europe.
Representing, Chelsea's representing in the World Club competition, and also playing
Chelsea
the
are in
Europe
Europe,
and playing in all the domestic competitions in England. So there is a lot of games to play. We're going to look into that and see how flexible has Enzo Maresca been. But Maya is back again. Maya, you come in the microphone ready.
Just quick, right? Chelsea are in Europe. You said we're in a conference league.
Yeah.
You said Chelsea aren't in Europe, but we are.
Oh, I said we're playing Conference League. Chelsea's in Europe. We're playing Conference League.
We're not in Europe. I heard not in Europe. I swear to you, I heard not in Europe.
All right. Right. Okay. I saw Ryan for a second. I think we lost him again. Maya, over to you.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, maybe it's the network. Got crashed
Nico
out.
Jackson.
Oh, Nicholas Jackson.
When we stand with Nicholas Jackson, do you think that if it continues that consistency, banging in 1 goal, 2 goals, or maybe goes another game, he go missing the following game, he comes and banging 1 goal or 2? Do you think we can end the season without trying to, pay over the odds for a Galatasaray or a Napoli striker, Victor Osimhen?
If that's the case, that's how they approach it, then yes. But I just feel we need a striker, because with Nicholas Jackson, like there's a lot of things he needs to learn. Like for him to be that complete striker, like there's a lot of things he needs to learn. So my advice, like, if they come to that approach of like, okay, trying to hold a signature for a striker, then we wait until summer, then ours, then I'm cool with that, fair enough. But if it's possible enough to get him a striker, just for him to like, learn from someone, like, because like for him, like there's like I don't know, like with a striker, like even if our team is imbalanced, right, he can be clinical in some dodgy areas, like with scrappy balls, because I've seen some games where we off, like if our midfield is off or like if our wingers are off. But if we get scrappy balls in the box and we have a clinical striker that takes chances very, very clinical, that's what I want. Like with Jackson, is not there yet at his caliber. Yeah, but I'm not saying he's a good player. He's a good player. But to the type of level where we want to like now compete, we need a striker. I'd rather go for Victor Gokris, guys. Serious. For Osimhen, for
100
Jackson.
100 million.
For him to learn from Jackson. Yeah, for him to learn from Jackson. Serious. Like, let's go for Victor Gokris. Like, hey, let's bang him up. If that's not possible, let's go back to Benjamin says. Let's go back to Osimhen.
I'll say it's going to be impossible for Jackson to learn for Gyökeres. One, it's not just because he's a striker and Jackson isn't the top striker. Look at the age. Who will be learning from who? You get what I'm saying? If you have a veteran striker that you bring in, then you can say the young striker will learn from that. Just let's say you have Didier Drogba. You brought in a Victor Osimhen. Osimhen will learn from Didier Drogba. But Nicholas
I
Jackson's not
think
going to learn from
like
Gilchrist
in
when
terms
they are
of
all pretty much the same age.
attributes and all
He,
that.
he won't.
in-
You get
Well,
what
in
I'm saying?
terms of
But anyway,
attributes and all
a
that.
big up to we have Alpha here. I'll take away from Alpha. Excuse me. Deep Prince, a big up to you, my brother. He says a big up everyone in here and good to join. It's a good to join. Kudos to Mikel for pushing Jackson to the level he is now. I hope he continue firing, continue banging the goals.
I'm not
My
giving
brother Alpha
Mikel the
said that
credit for
Chelsea
that.
fans must be patient. Growth, success take time. This season, Chelsea will take 2 to 3 steps forward. The players are harmonizing, and Chelsea are working to improve defense. Defense top four is real. Coming to from Alpha, thank you very much for that lovely comment from Alpha. He says a possibility, real possibility. Chelsea can push hard for it. They have the players. They have enough material to push for top four. I believe it. We don't know what's going to happen with Arsenal and Manchester City, but they can get away with it. And I have so many evidence that I can say why I'm saying they can get away with it. But let me go to my brother here real quick, and then I'll go back to Maya or Mr. Steven there. Mr. Ryan, welcome back to the show again. And what a brilliant win for your team, Liverpool.
Yes, thank you very much, Nee. Thanks for having me. And I
Our
don't want to
pleasure, brother.
disrupt, the flow of the stream and the chat. So yeah, I'll keep it brief. Yeah, I'm very happy with the result. And then, to on top of that, our two, let's say, title rivals, Manchester City and Arsenal, drew yesterday. So all in all, it's been a very positive weekend for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. I don't know. You watched many games on, Saturday. Which of these games you want to touch base on? Do you want to touch on Chelsea's performance before we go? We talk about some Liverpool performance also, and also the big game on Sunday between Arsenal and Manchester City.
Yeah, I mean, I have opinions on all the games, as I mentioned to you in our private conversations, and I mentioned to Stephen as well. I actually went to White Hart Lane to the Tottenham Stadium to watch Tottenham Brentford on Saturday. I don't want to say that too loud on this channel, but yeah, I was invited to go watch it. And one thing I'll say is watching football live is very, very different on the TV. There's nothing wrong with watching it on TV. You get all the angles and action replays. But there's little things, little nuances, things that players do that you notice and you're more acutely aware of in person, watching it live compared to on the television. But yeah, there was some amazing games, lots of goals across the weekend. Chelsea, I think, are just building a lot of momentum, and a lot of the top teams, Man City, Arsenal, Villa, are starting to really take notice of Chelsea, and they're starting to fear Chelsea. I think Chelsea is starting to build a fear factor, and if they can translate that into, making Stamford Bridge a a strong territory, a castle, a fort, yeah, where no team can come and beat them, then that's massive for Maresca and Chelsea Football Club. And the other added positive of the team performing well on the pitch, we're not talking about all the issues with the ownership of the club and Todd Bowley versus Igbali and all that. That's now in the background, and what we should be focusing on is how well Cole Palmer and company are playing.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. Tobago, let's go back to Tobago again. I don't want to lose you right now. So, Tobago, you have more you want to share with us regarding some of the news, either the Arsenal or Man City game or the Chelsea game. You can drop everything on. So, I don't want to waste so much of your time. Can you hear me? Tobago, can you hear me? Tobago, can you hear me? I think our brother is not close to his computer yet. We're gonna get some few from Steven. Steven, anything you want to add to our game tomorrow before we look into some other games? Can everyone hear me? Ryan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Probably Steven is also away from his computer. My Tobago.
No, I'm here.
All right, so we're gonna go back to we have
mute.
Maya and Steven who can hear me at this moment. Probably Steven and Tobago cannot hear me. So
Guys, can you hear me, or is it?
Yeah,
like,
we can hear. Steven's back. We can hear him.
he's back now. Now we can't, Steven. We couldn't hear you earlier.
Yeah. No, me, I was here the whole time, but I didn't realize I was on mute.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, I've got the middle bit. I've got tomorrow's something game.
Right.
The middle bit.
How can Chelsea break into this top four? Is it realistic that Chelsea have to force their way into top four? Do you think they have to take things little by little, or should they go and win the Premier League? 70. What would be the realistic breaking into top four or winning the Premier League this season?
Realistic is top four. I had this discussion with someone the other day, and they're saying, why can't Chelsea win the league? Why can't Chelsea win the league? Look, let's face facts, right? Even with City having the Rodri injury, City still got to fight for the title. Yeah. He'll just put John Stones in midfield. He does it anyway. He'll just chuck him there. Let's be honest, right? He does it anyway by starting him initially in defence and then moving him into midfield. So he'll just start him there instead. The other thing I would say on top of that is the fact that I still think City will go win the title, right? Even with the Rodri injury, because it's City, it's Pep. They'll always find a way. It's Arsenal. They'll always find a way to crumble as well. For me, the target for Chelsea, realistically this season, should be top four. If we somehow fight for the title, yeah, I don't think we will. But if we do, yeah, then that's big props to Maresca, because everyone doubted him, yeah, or the majority did anyway. I wasn't sold on him out of like every possible option we could have got. Not the names that were on the list, right? I'm talking generally, there was a couple other managers I'd rather get. But I was always going to back him, look into what his tactical ideas are and stuff like that. Done that, understood it, knew what to expect, knew it would take time, right? A lot of people just wrote him off when it won't work. He's at Chelsea. He's not at Leicester. He's not in the Championship anymore. He's in the Premier League and all this sort of rubbish, right? Oh, look what happened with Vincent Kompany. He used the tactics that got Burnley promoted, and then look what happened to them, yeah? We got better quality than them, so it wasn't going to happen. Also, the fact that Maresca has literally, before joining Chelsea, gone through, looked at the players' performances from last season. He went back to watch Reece James from when he was on loan at Wigan about 5 years ago, for goodness sake. Yeah? This guy knew what he was doing, right? And now he's here to prove the Prem wrong, right? Why can't it work with Maresca? If Chelsea end up fighting for a title, we've massively over-exceeded expectations in terms of what mine are. Mine are top four, maybe top five, right? And to win at least one trophy, because we should be winning the Conference League. If we don't win the Conference League, something's gone massively wrong somewhere down the line, right? So we should be winning at least one trophy. I think after the start to the season, top four is definitely on. I had Chelsea fifth, and then if we'd got a proven clinical goal scorer, I had us getting fourth. However, Jackson stepped up. And I said if we didn't get someone, he needed to step up. He has stepped up for Chelsea this season, yeah? Last season, I think it was 14 Premier League goals, right? For Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
He's already on 4, and we're 5 games into the season. Like, if that doesn't away from that, though, Nee, is that I think he's only missed 2 big chances this season. so far.
Compared to how he made lots of big
Whereas
chances
last season he
season.
missed.
Remember
I'm
we
not
talked
even
about
joking. Last season he missed about 24.
and that's a lot.
So yeah, I think top 4 is going to happen. I think that's what we should have as our expectation. Just because
we're looking at Premier League statistics as we have here. After 5 Premier League matches, Chelsea top assist provides in the competition. Cole Palmer with 4, Nicholas Jackson 2. I think Nicholas Jackson and Jadon Sancho with 2. Moses Caicedo, Pedro Neto with 1 each. And also we'll be looking at the after Premier League matches, Chelsea top scorers in the competition. 4 goals for Nicholas Jackson, and he has 4 assists also. I mean, Cole Palmer has 4 assists. Nicholas Jackson has 2 assists and 4 goals. Noni Madueke, the hat-trick getter last time, he had 3 hat-trick, which means 3 goals. Cole Palmer has 2 goals, and Jacques Felix, Christopher Kuku with 1 each. That give us a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 goals in all. So I mean, this is what we are hoping. We're all looking for that. As if we're able to spread all the goals across the attacking players, that will take the pressure away from Nicholas Jackson and also Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, there's no pressure on him right now because now he believes that if he doesn't win the game, there's somebody else somewhere around that can win the game for Chelsea. So things are getting better. We're seeing the footprint or the blueprint of Enzo Maresca. We see how they play, how the ball goes from the DM, defensive midfielders to attacking midfielders, and has to swing around, and then boom, we see that true pass. We saw 2 identical goals on Saturday that went through for Nicholas Jackson to finish them, and he finished them brilliantly, and that's what we are hoping for. As soon as the good news is there, all those negativities around the news stream medias, they will drop it. But we haven't seen negativity yet. But there's so much pressure at Chelsea, but it looks like they've sweep all those pressure aside and playing good football. So Ryan, let me go to Ryan again. Chelsea team. But big up to you, DJ Sab. DJ Sab said big up me and the chat. Great to hear from Al Gaffa that Chile will feature tomorrow. Just because Chelsea started well doesn't mean we.
This message you're reading now was what I was trying to say. I don't think you heard me.
On the team to win the league. Oh, I know it's not really realistic. Like I said, the main objective is for the team to break into top 4. Then the next season we will be fighting to win the league. So, guys, I haven't sent this. All my friends, anyone that is following us on X, and those that retweet our posts or tweet this stream on X, I want to say thank you very much and keep on doing what you're doing to support your Chelsea content creator, all your content creators. You'll be out there. Everyone has his favorite. Maybe I'm your favorite. That's why you're doing that. I want to thank you very much for doing that for me. So, like I said, we're going back to Mr. Ryan, and he took us through a little bit from his favorite. Ryan shared some good content with us the other day where he was he went to the Tottenham Hotspur game. He went there live. He gave me some beautiful pictures. Now share some of those pictures with you. Beautiful, outstanding pictures. And I was like, I'm even a bit jealous of Ryan going there and taking those pictures. This is something that I should be doing. So I'll send it to Ryan. Like he's sending this to me. But to be honest with you, those pictures are very, very beautiful. It's professional pictures. Well taken. Since we will not win the league, however, can finish top 4. Yes, I think the main objective is to fight, try and break into that top 4. Then we put our stamp on being part of these top 4 contenders each and every season. We are cooking. Enzo Maresca has come to stay. I don't know about you, but Ryan, anything you want to add to it? If you want to talk about Liverpool a bit and where they are right now.
Yeah, sure. Just to give a little bit of opinion on Chelsea. I mean, I agree with everything. Both you and Stephen were saying. Chelsea are top 4 is definitely should be the target now, given teams that are fighting for that fourth position. I mean, I put Aston Villa, Newcastle, maybe you could say Arsenal in the mix. Definitely that fourth position is not locked up or guaranteed by anyone. So it's definitely achievable for Chelsea. They should try to do it, and also really compete hard in the cups. Try to reach a semi-final or final of the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, and then obviously they've got European Conference League, which they are the favourites. There's no denying it. If you look at the opposition that's in the tournament. Liverpool, yeah, listen, we're going on incredibly well. We're only 1 point behind Man City. And we have, I think, the best goal difference in the league, if I'm not mistaken. It's exceeded my expectations. We had a very inconsistent preseason. We didn't really make the signings I was expecting or hoping for. I was happy that Chiesa came in, but I really felt we needed more numbers, more cover, more depth in the midfield. But Gravenberch is performing really well. Soboslai, McAllister, even players like Gakpo and Darwin Núñez, who had massive question marks going into this new season, they've started well. The team is functioning great. Obviously, we had a blip, the week before last against Forest, I think it was. But besides that, we're doing really well, and long may it continue. I'm not going to get too hyped up and excited about it and say we're going to win the league. I still think Man City and Arsenal are the favourites. They'll be the top two. But, if we're still there or thereabouts around January, February, and we're only, say, 5 points off the lead, then we can definitely do it. We're in a title race, no doubt about it. But the key thing is the injuries as well for us, because we don't have a massive squad, unlike Chelsea. So we really
quite as Chelsea have, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you numbers wise, you have a big squad, but I mean, Maresca has made it very clear. The first team players, the ones that he's working with, that will get picked for Premier League matches and stuff. So you also have a trimmed your pool of players. But I mean, how can I not talk about yesterday's match, Man City Arsenal? I mean, I don't think it was the best game in terms of the quality of the football. The second half was very boring and predictable. It was just one team with stuck in a defensive block, and then the other just doing very bizarre tactics. Having their centre backs advancing and just passing left, right, sideways. No one wanted to shoot. It became quite a boring, dull match. But in terms of it definitely had a lot of needle and edge to it, and you saw it full time and post match. There's a lot of nasty, toxic comments. So definitely this one is boiling. I think there's really an angst and undertones of, rivalry brewing now between Man City and Arsenal. I definitely feel that. But the big news, of course, Rodri's ACL injury. I think that really gives Arsenal the best opportunity they've had probably in the last 3 years to now win the Premier League finally.
Thank you very much. Finally, I mean, it was a dodgy game, Stephen. I don't know how Arsenal were so negative, but to be honest with you, there is something going on in the Premier League that we all have to wake up and see. It's not just Arsenal. I know, Arsenal rivals, some people don't like them, but there's something that we have to look into it very, very well. And lots of research. I've done a few research. I've watched a few videos. I've read some few things that I believe that Premier League, although with the 415 financial breaches and all that kind of stuff, I believe that City will get away with it. One, why am I saying this? Do we remember that 2020, I think 2023 season, Premier League sent four Premier League officiating officials to go and referee Saudi League. Do you know how much money they were making? They were making, I think, about either 20 million or $20,000 a week from the Saudi Pro League. And they've retained, although they've retained, they are still on the Premier and the Saudi Pro League books, and they've been paid through the AFA. If you look into any team that plays against Man City in the final, you will lose. There will be so many controversial decisions that will go against you. If you can remember last season, either FA Cup semi-final, there was a John Stones or someone had made a foul in the 18. They did not check into it, and foul wasn't given. Chelsea had a penalty against Manchester City in the FA Cup.
I think the last season between Arsenal and
right now, the same thing happened last season when Kovacic had two dangerous tackles on an Arsenal player. What did Michael Oliver do? He did not send Kovacic off. Kovacic still remained
inconsistent, really inconsistent.
Michael Oliver has given almost about seven red cards alone to Manchester Arsenal Football Club anytime they meet Manchester City.
Yeah,
very inconsistent. So many things that Michael Oliver is. I say it's in favor of whatever Manchester City are doing. So that is why I'm saying that with these 15 financial with investigation going on, it's not going to end anywhere. It's not going to get anywhere.
One thing, Nia, I wanted to ask.
And to the championship, and they will be out of UEFA or European competitions and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
it won't happen.
One thing I wanted to quickly ask you, Nia, and it's a question for you and anyone else in the comments and stuff. What is your opinion on Arsenal's tactics from corners? Because I don't know if you saw their second goal yesterday that Gabriel Magalhaes scored. Really great header, brilliant delivery from Saka. But if you look at the role of Martinelli, he has got his back towards Ederson. He is not making any action to contest the ball. For me, that's an obstruction. He's standing still in front of the goalie to stop Ederson from. It's a clear tactic, and it's a very good tactic. But do you think referees need to be a little bit more switched on and penalize what Arsenal are doing there?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, JC. Thank you, Mr. Ryan. JC, big up to you. Yeah, it is Ryan speaking right now. Liverpool Ryan. Yeah, it's he in the building right now. Ryan, you're spot on. I saw that images the other day in the group chat, and it's a strategy that Arsenal players are mounting on the goalkeepers. That's why they're able to score many free kicks and many free kick goals. Why? Because what they do is they put two players in front of the goalkeeper. What they do is they use their body to shield or protect the goalkeeper from coming out. So when the ball is being kicked out a little bit outside the goalkeeper's premises, or where after the 60-yard box, it means that the goalkeeper cannot come out. They stand on their ground, very, very strong on the ground. They block the goalkeeper from moving out from where he's standing to come over and block the ball. So when that happens, they know Gabriel is going to run to that area. Either William Saliba is running to that area, and he's going to get head on it.
And
so
I have to
they have to step into it because they are blocking the goalkeepers from moving around and stopping the ball or blocking the ball. They're stopping the goalkeepers from doing that.
They're stopping the goalkeeper.
That's a good strategy, but referees are taking note of it. Just like we are taking note of it. Referees have to take note of it.
If it's anywhere else on the pitch, a player obstructs like that, foul is called. So it should be the same for a corner. But I will give, Saka and whoever takes their corners credit because that corner, you have to. It's a in-swinging corner, and you have to get it past the goalkeeper's area, so the person running into the back post can head it in. And every time Saka puts it on a dime. He gets it just spot on. So
keep on going, Ryan. Stephen, are you there? Can you hear me?
Bro, I've been able to hear you the whole time. You've not been able to hear me because when I was talking about the thing, I then went on to make the point of the same one that I'd put in the comments, right?
Yeah.
And then it obviously didn't come through because then you started talking. So it's doing the same thing it did the other day where we end up talking over each other again.
Whenever you hear me talking right after you, it means that to my end, you're done talking. That's when I only.
No, I know. This is what I'm saying, Neat. It wasn't coming through again. This is what I'm saying. This is what happened the other day.
I don't know what's wrong with this stream. Yeah, okay, I can't be done with this.
Bro, it's definitely StreamYard because we've checked our connections and it's not that.
I mean, they help and then it doesn't. All right, JC, thank you very much. JC said, is that not cheating? I don't think that's cheating. It's good strategy. It's not cheating. They're not holding on to him. It's just like this guy is just standing there. They put a pillar, 2 pillars, one facing the other way and that. So what they do is they just stand there and they don't move, and they use their body to block the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is going to end up falling. But when you look into the VAR, you can tell that the defender's hands are down. The opposition team players' hands are down. They're not obstructing it. They're not pushing him. It's some nice way of doing it. They use their body to just push him away. So you'll say the goalkeeper went down so easily. That is why he conceded. But once people get to know what Arsenal is doing, they'll keep their eyes on it. I'm sure referees will keep their eyes on it because the goalkeepers can't move. They block them from moving. And
they've done the same thing last year.
Really stop Arsenal from doing it because they don't foul them. They don't foul the goalkeepers. They just stand in their way. Just like was it the Aston? No, it wasn't Aston Villa. What either Bournemouth and Chelsea. When Sanchez was right there, the player ran into him. But then Anthony Taylor said it was foul against Chelsea. But the goalkeeper did not do anything.
You're on about the penalty. That's right completely different.
So, I don't know.
But you're on about a penalty. The situation is different.
You can jump in. Whilst I'm looking for these images that Ryan shared with us.
Yeah, Nee, you're on about the penalty one, right? That's different.
Yeah.
Whereas, bro, Arsenal have been doing this last season as well. I swear Ben White pushed the goalkeeper or something last season against Spurs, no? But they definitely kept impeding goalkeepers last season. Like, how refs aren't on top of this stuff, I don't know. It's actually ridiculous how the refs are so... basically letting them do whatever the hell they want. Let's be honest.
And
you see stuff like that.
The media gaslight it as well. Like Sky Sports, they don't even talk about it in the halftime and the.
Look at Arsenal's genius corner kick tactic.
Exactly.
Welcome to Sky Slow News.
Literally, you see Martinelli there blocking Edison, and they're just ignoring it.
Bro, Martin, it was Saliba gets a touch on him that causes him to fall into Martinelli and then fall onto the ground. But then Saliba's looking at the ball. Martinelli's not looking at the ball, yeah? Which means he's not trying to play the ball. He's just there to impede him.
Completely, yeah. He's got his back to Edison. He's got his head looking at the floor.
And people say keeper has to be stronger. If I'm the keeper looking at the ball and there's a guy behind me, I can't see the guy behind me. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. What can I do? I can't be stronger if I'm not expecting a man to be there. Honestly, people are so dumb sometimes.
It's only a matter of time before the refs now.
They have to penalise it, right?
Because otherwise everyone's going to do it. And then it will become a big talking point.
They won't. They won't allow everyone else to do it, right? They were doing this all last season. How's it not been caught onto?
Yeah, it's a joke. Nee, you're on mute. I can't hear Nee.
Nee, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry.
Muted. There you go.
I was muted. Maya, are you ready?
Nah, I'm here. I'm busy listening.
Okay. I just want to know that I just want to know if you're still there because I know you're there.
All right. I'm all right.
I think I have these images there. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about Arsenal themselves. Ryan said, were they so negative? To me, I think that Arsenal was so negative. Arsenal 3 seasons ago They play very good football.
Bro, they were 6-3-0 defensively.
Yeah, they played
Not
almost
even
about the
joking.
whole majority of the second half without attacking Man City. They give Man City all the time. They say, okay, we have a going hands. We're going to defend. They brought in defenders upon defenders. They were wasted time in an injury time. They wasted time in injury time. And now I was like, what is Arsenal doing? When Chelsea does it, oh, Chelsea have packed the bus. They packed the bus. And I know what Chelsea passed the bus. They passed the bus for the right reason. Because probably they believe that they can match the opposition team, what they're doing. So they'll pack the bus. When they meet a team that they can play, they can match them square to square or boot to boot, they open up. But Arsenal have enough. And they just went switched up right after they got the red card. They don't want to lose that game. They went there thinking we have to get a draw. So what about if you play at your own home ground? You play Emirates. Okay, you go to Emirates, Manchester City are coming there. Are you going to sit, pack the bus like you did at the Etihad? Are they going to do the same thing? That would be very stupid for Arsenal.
Can I quickly add something to
Man
this?
City haven't lose anything.
Nah,
the same players they will
nah,
be coming to Emirates.
I don't think they'll do the same thing again.
But Arsenal have been very, very negative. They didn't bring in a striker. At least if they have tried to bring Ivan Toney, it would have helped them. But Jesus is missing. Jesus is just lost. It doesn't suit the way they play. And it's all negative right now because there's no one out there. Literally, there's no one out there who's going to, rely on those long balls, the clearance from Gabriel and the others. So I think that Arsenal were their own downfall. If they have attacked the team a little bit, probably maybe they would have wasted time when they were holding on to the ball, not just wasting time lying on the floor and kicking the ball out and doing unnecessary things. That's how I see it.
Nee.
Yes, sir.
Nee, do you
last
think?
season?
Sorry. So okay, all right. Bet.
Last season
Len.
Chelsea had 3 red cards in the Prem. Yeah? West Ham away, right? I'm sending you these pictures about the momentum of the games after the red card, yeah? There's 3. So West Ham away, yeah? Chelsea still had pretty much all the momentum after the red card, but we lost 3-1. We had majority of the momentum before the red card as well, but we lost 3-1, yeah? Brighton at Stamford Bridge, we got a red card for, I think it was Gallagher, right before half-time, right on half-time, yeah? Brighton then had all the momentum, but they only scored 1 goal after half-time, yeah? Chelsea won that game 3-2, yeah? Brighton away, Reece James obviously got sent off in the 88th minute. Chelsea conceded in the 97th. But there was 10 minutes added on. I think they ended up playing 12 minutes added time, yeah? So Chelsea essentially had to play like a whole, 12-odd minutes with 10 men, right?
I think so, yeah.
And at the end of the day, okay, that one, Brighton had majority of the momentum again. But at the same time as that, right, if you want to talk about parking the bus, right, it don't always mean you sit everyone behind the ball. You need to still have an outlet to take the pressure off your midfield and your defence. And all Arsenal did was they started the first 15, 20 minutes 5-4-0, yeah? So 5 players defensive line, 4 players midfield line, nobody attacking. Like no attacker, right? No outlet, right? Then, after about 15, 20 minutes, they went to 6-4-0. Right? Hang on.
Go ahead,
yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
guys,
6-4-0, yeah.
A reminder of viewers and listeners out there, if you're watching these videos, these are images and videos coming from our brother, Mr. Ryan, thinking of this one.
No, that one's West Ham Stadium.
Videos. And this is taken by a professional photographer called Mr. Ryan, Liverpool supporter. He went to the Tottenham Hotspur game and he provided us this video and images. Beautiful, beautiful from the man himself. Beautiful.
Looks like
Ryan for those content and the
no problem, bro.
I'm very happy you did. I'm very happy.
No problem. That's now Blueclouds media copyright.
Yeah, Our own
Hey, hey,
Rainy
hey.
for me, Mr. Rainy. Yeah. JC said was it? It says, and then it became 7-2. Okay, 6-3, 7-2.
Yeah,
In
it
the
was a
end, it was
5-4-0, and
just
then it was
bunch
a
of
6-3
a bunch
zero.
of players standing in front of goal. Yeah, Arsenal were very, very negative. They were very, very negative. It doesn't help. Ryan, I mean, Steven, you still want to come in? Oh, Maya. Steven, are you done?
Yo, I wanted to ask,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
I
go.
wanted to ask if Trossard was still in the game, guys. Do you think Arsenal would change the tactics? Do you think they would do whatever they did in the second half if Trossard had to stay in the game?
Yeah, if
No.
Trossard was on the game, it was in the game. I think they'll open up a little bit because then they have no excuse. But as soon as Oliver sent Trossard out, then they have that excuse. Okay, we know who we're dealing with. We're dealing with Manchester City, one of the best team in the world, or maybe the best team in the world. So we cannot play City along with 10 men. So we have to pack the bus. But I think that was a very, very bad idea in terms of how they approached the game in the final, 45 minutes to end the game. The way they approached it was very, very negative. That is why they lost because we all know it was coming. It was just a matter of time of who is going to kick the ball. And I'm sure if Rodri was in the game, who played the game, who finished the game in 90 minutes, Arsenal would have conceded many goals because most of the ball was on Matthew Kovacic, who was playing in that Rodri role. And Kovacic, we know when he shoots the ball, it doesn't go anywhere. I don't know how he even got that goal against Chelsea. Kovacic shot doesn't go anywhere. And I was watching again and I said, look, this game is looking for or wanting Rodri in. If Rodri was there, we would have get 2 goals already because he has that powerful shot, and even De Bruyne. So I believe that they would approach the game differently if they have 11 men on the pitch. I don't know, Ryan or Steven, what do you guys think of Maya's question? If Steven is talking, we can hear you. Steven, are you speaking? No,
I also can't hear him either, Nee.
Ryan, are you speaking? I don't think Ryan is by his computer, but Steven is speaking. I believe he is speaking now. Let me switch on YouTube. Maybe I can hear. No, it's not saying a word. Steven, are you there? What is going on today with StreamYard? It says okay. All right. Wait for Steven to return. Ryan, if you're ready, if you have any opinion or answer for Miss Maya, let us know what your thoughts are. If Trossard was on the pitch, will Chelsea, will Man City approach the game in a different way? Let me know your thoughts as soon as you get back. And you got your microphone working. JC said absolutely boring Arsenal. Yeah, boring Arsenal. Everybody keeps saying they're boring to watch these days because it's all about defending. And Arsenal is a team, they're being pragmatic. And we know that Arteta has the blueprint, or maybe it's a B-tech of Pep Guardiola. But this season, things have changed. Would we say that it's because they don't have a prolific striker and they have only Gabriel Jesus? That is why they're playing that way. Because Jesus, we know he's not a guy. If that the way Arsenal plays, there's no way Jesus, they can get the best out of Gabriel Jesus. No, I don't know. But anyway, I want us to wrap up on this thing, and we can move on to now the big game and the big fight itself between AJ and Dubois, the young, talented boxer and then a veteran. We're gonna look into that as soon as Maya and Steven and Ryan join. We're gonna get that on going. Ryan, are you there?
I'm here.
Ryan,
Yeah, sorry, Brian. I popped to my
Steven,
kitchen.
how about you?
Okay.
Steven's not ready. Ryan, did you watch the fight? Yeah, Ryan,
I did. We watched it.
Ryan.
We watched it together.
Yeah, we watched it together.
Yeah.
All right. Steven, are you ready? All right. JC says since they lost Odegaard to injury, and since they had tough start to the season, they have been packing the bus every game so far, according to JC. Yeah, I think without Odegaard, Arsenal don't have that creativity in the middle of the pitch. And who else is there? Martinelli is gone missing. Martinelli hasn't even scored goals the last. I don't know for how long he's been out without scoring goals. What's his
12
name? Saka
games.
also he's been dead. Saka is a dead guy right now. I'm getting to have that feelings that Saka is. I know he's too young. It's too early to say that. But remember when Ray Rooney played so much football when he was that young. Saka is heading towards that direction because the goal is gone. He doesn't provide the goals anymore. I feel like he's kind of useless on the right hand side. He doesn't provide nothing right now. So where would Arsenal go? Can Arsenal win it? If you can't be pragmatic all season, it won't work for you. You're gonna play teams like Crystal Palace, and you have to open up because no one will accept pragmatism when you're playing against teams like Bournemouth and Crystal Palace and Brighton Football Club and Brentford Football Club. You have to open up. We understand you can be pragmatic against Man City because you're scared. You don't have the balls to play attacking football or play match them boot for boot. We understand that one. But you can be pragmatic when you're playing against Brentford, the mid-table teams, Aston Villa and the rest. We won't accept pragmatism over there.
Yeah, I think what's going to cost Arsenal is I think they're slight favourites now that Rodri's injured and out for the entire season. But if they do fall short,
right?
Huh?
Has it been official that he's
No,
out for the rest of the season?
Sorry, no, it's not official. He's in Barcelona currently doing further tests, but Man City's doctor's initial diagnosis is all the symptoms indicate ACL tear. It should be confirmed tomorrow.
But if I should ask, right, I know probably you wouldn't know that much. Why Barcelona?
I don't know. I mean, I think they have a very strong medical doctors and experts who specialize in these types of football injuries. But just quickly going back to Arsenal, I think if they do fall up short, I agree with you. It's going to be because of having too defensive an approach in certain games. And it's not the losses that will hurt them, it's the draws. I think they'll draw too many games because they're being too defensive and they're not going out to win games and score goals. That's what might prevent them from winning the Premier League.
Yeah, I agree with you. It will affect them in terms of goal scoring on the table. It shouldn't case points head to head. We're counting points tallies. Then we have to look at goals. Arsenal might have issues with that because they're not scoring goals at this moment. And I feel like they wanted this. Arteta wanted this because they have Tomiyasu. If you look at the number of defenders that Arsenal has in their the football club, they have Tomiyasu, they have Gabriel, they have Ben White. They brought in Cauliflower. The guy I call him Cauliflower, not Calafiori. I call him Cauliflower. Sorry, guys, but I call him Cauliflower. Calafiori in there, and then they have Timber, who was injured almost last season. So I felt like they were really looking for this. Instead of spending money on a striker, they took the gamble on defenders.
Yeah,
that's what I felt.
I get the feeling that they acknowledge that they need a striker, but they're very specific in terms of the profile of striker they want. And I don't think that striker was available in the market in the summer. That's why they didn't pursue any serious interest in anybody. But no doubt about it, I think next summer they will sign a striker.
And if they end the season without winning the Premier League again, how frustrated or how frustration will Arsenal fans be without winning this Premier League again? And Arteta, all we know is given an extra 2 years more at the football.
Yeah, they've renewed his contract. Yeah, he signed an extension. So certainly the the senior owners and the people high up at the club are happy with him, and the success in terms of Arsenal's league position. But now is the time, as you said, to win trophies. That's what the fan base want, and I think they've got a best opportunity they're ever going to get this season. Now Rodri's out.
Go for it, Maya. I know you want to jump in.
Yeah. No. I was just agreeing with you guys, but I wanted to say that what you said about Sakani, that I wanted to point this out. I think it's because, like, with certain players, like, if they don't win trophies, they lose that confidence. Because Arsenal have been challenging, like, for how long, guys, and they haven't been winning, like, anything. So, like, with Martinelli, like, shame. I think it's just that confidence of, like, what if I'm doing this all for nothing again? So, yeah, it happens to players. It's sad. But, hey, it's Arsenal. No excuses this time, like, legit, because Rodri's out. Check, so no excuses. Ryan is right.
Ryan is right. They said, Mr. Stevie G, are you there?
Yeah, if you guys can actually hear me for once.
Now we can. Where can we hear you now?
Hear you now.
No, I wasn't at my laptop when you kept asking me watching on YouTube.
I mean,
that's what my
if you have anything you want to inject into what we were just talking about regarding Arsenal and their pragmatism and being so defensive, they didn't have any, the kind of profile, Ryan said the kind of profile striker they were looking for. They didn't get it. So that is why they're being so defensive. But it can go against them, Stephen. It could go against them in the league table. They're not scoring many goals. And we all say a defense can win you a league. But what? A good defense can win you a league. And what? The attack can do what? I forgot this.
No, it's defense wins you titles, attack wins you
I know they have a
games.
good defense. But what about the attacking? They can't score many goals. And that could go against them.
It's defense wins titles, attack wins you games.
Yeah. Defense wins titles and the attack wins you games. All right. So
they've got a good defense, but they shouldn't have been sitting back.
With Arsenal. How can we get the Arsenal going again?
Was that something about get Arsenal going again?
Yeah, I mean, the situation right now with Arsenal being so negative, playing negative football, and being very pragmatic, and they're not scoring goals. Arteta has signed an extension with Arsenal Football Club. It means that he will be there for the next 2 seasons again. What if he doesn't win this season? He doesn't win a trophy this season. Where does he go?
I don't think he'll win anything this season, bro.
He win Champions League.
I've already said I don't think he'll win anything this year. It doesn't seem likely to happen. Realistically, even though City have got the injuries, yeah. What do you think City are going to do? I said it before, right? They'll probably go into the market, get Bruno Guimaraes or Zuba-Mendy or something in January, and until then they'll chuck John Stones into midfield because they do that in game anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what they're
Rico
everyone's saying they're about to chuck him into the midfield because they do it in game, so they'll just do it from the start now. But Arsenal fans are cry again, which I absolutely love and I'm here for.
I think we maybe are over exaggerating a bit in terms of Arsenal not scoring goals. They have scored 8 goals this season in the Premier League. And they scored 2 at Man City despite being very pragmatic and defensive in the second half. And that's the one thing that does impress me about Arsenal. They can be playing terrible, being dominated, hardly seeing any of the ball. I don't know if you saw this statistic on social media. Timber and Havertz, they didn't even complete a single pass in the game. 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think I also sent it to the group. Somehow both of them didn't. I think both played like the whole 90 as well.
Yeah.
I think Timber came off slightly early because he was injured, but they played pretty much the whole 90.
And they couldn't complete one single pass.
They did not complete. Yeah, they attempted passes, but they didn't complete.
They just didn't complete.
Yeah.
For a whole 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Should I call you guys liars or what?
No, look in the Discord. I sent it from TNT Sport.
I know what you're saying, but I'm finding it very
it.
difficult to believe professional players, a whole 90 minutes, two of them could not complete a single pass. That's what my problem is. That's what I'm finding difficult to believe. I'm not really calling you guys liars. No. I'm not calling you liars, but I can wrap my head around it. Yes.
Man, that's disrespect, man. Why are we letting him do this?
Come on, bro. Shy habits. It's in the name.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the.
I mean, it is.
I also saw the same statistics, but yeah, Kai Havertz is the first Premier League player to play 90 minutes and complete 0 passes in a game in the last 7 Premier League seasons. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I've seen this image. Let me see if I can share it here.
Yeah, there's also one from TNT that says about Timber as well.
Timberland.
Hey guys, one of my friends. So, you know the song "I'm Going Down, I'm Yelling Timber," right? One of my friends changed it for Yuri and Timber to "He's Going Down," but the first time they did it was last season, where he got injured in the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Didn't age very well. I mean, it's not an Arsenal fan, but even still. So I was like, no way.
Hey. This is what you're talking about, Steven and Ryan. I told you, this is what you guys are talking about on the screen. I'm sure that's
yeah, but there was one on Timber as well, because Timber didn't either.
It says accurate passes, 0 out of 5, and that is 0%. Expected goals, XG, 0.06.
I'm trying to find the Timber one.
Shot on target, 1. Shot off target, 0. Shot block, 0. Dribble attempt, 1. Touches is 23 touches. Whole game.
Literally, all he did all game was one clothesline on Haaland, right? In like the first minute. That was it.
JC said Arsenal fans has been celebrating already. There can be no excuses once they have already celebrated. JC. Yeah.
Facts.
Absolutely. This is funny. This is really funny to me. This is funny. All right, so guys, so let's talk about the AJ Dubois. Big game during the weekend. Saturday we're expecting, but you know what is wrong over here? DJ, I mean not DJ, Steven and Steven, Ryan and Maya. This is a game. This is a boxing fight that was supposed to set itself in a different way in terms of where AJ future really lies. A veteran and a young, talented player. I think Dubois is 26 years old. But if you look, Steven, we were talking about body lean in terms of muscle lean and muscle building. If you look at those two, Dubois has more muscle built than AJ. Dubois has more muscle built than AJ. And you said AJ has to lose some of his muscle lean because probably was too stiff, and I understand it. AJ, that's just how AJ fights. AJ doesn't let his hand go. Stings.
He does let his hands go. Yeah. The issue was that he was built essentially like a bodybuilder, essentially, yeah, where he had like excess amount of muscle, yeah, and therefore, obviously, boxing, you want to be quick, pliable, all this, yeah? You aren't as quick, right? And if you're going a full 12 rounds, like he did in both Usyk fights, for example, yeah, you're holding that muscle mass for 36 minutes of actual time fighting, yeah, you're gonna naturally slow down because you've got so much muscle. And muscle is heavier than fat. It's obviously completely different. If you drop that muscle,
look at his opening.
Huh?
And Steven, look at his opening. He's got more muscles
Yeah,
than
but
AJ.
do you remember like the old AJ pictures? I'm pretty sure he's bigger than that. So,
But this is what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. Ryan and I even talk about it. That look, if you're trying to lift up too much heavy weight, you should allow the food to do its job. Naturally, look, I don't lift that weight. I don't lift that weight. But the protein that I eat and the stuff that I eat does its own job for me. And the little bit that I do, like swinging my arms around, add XX muscles to the body. The muscles are there naturally if you're built that way. But what AJ should have done is reduce the amount of weight that you carry. Because what it does is your hands, your shoulders over here become very stiff and you're not
that's
flexible.
literally what I said he did.
Yeah, you're not flexible. When they throw punches, they're very stiff. I watched some of the punches that AJ threw. One of them was like Joy, slow motion. It was slow motion. I think somewhere around round 6 before he got knocked down. AJ's punch was like that. It wasn't going. It wasn't that effective. And why did you do that? Beginning season, something was not right. The mindset of AJ was not right. And I'll say why it wasn't right. The way they set everything up was not right. AJ was a challenger. So he has to come in the ring as a challenger. But AJ walked in the ring as a champion, which you were not a champion. And
he
the
didn't walk as champion, he moved second, but I think that was probably something they agreed because AJ's a bigger name. So that's probably what they ended up doing. Because before last night, Dubois wasn't the official, I think it was for last night, Saturday night. I think it was for the IBF. He wasn't the official IBF champion because if I remember rightly, his fight happened before his fight was for the interim, and then after that Usyk fought, and then Usyk dropped the belts after that fight. I think he dropped the IBF, so he wasn't the champion. He was the interim champion, not the actual IBF, if that makes sense. He was interim IBF, so maybe that was another factor. He wasn't like actual officially the champion. He was just an interim, so that could be another factor in why he went first. But I'm surprised AJ was making him wait all week. But when it came to ring time, he didn't. But that's one of the main things. You get in ahead, bro. Just take your time. Take an extra 2-3 minutes and just make him stand there, get cold. Like you're at Wembley Stadium, outside, yeah? In September, bro. Yeah? Make the brother wait. Make him get cold.
You know what I'm saying? The psychologically affected AJ, him coming in as a champion when he wasn't a champion. I understand probably because of some of the things that you said, that's why AJ came in that way. But Dubois was hungry for it right from the onset. And I talked to Ryan. We were watching live. And
they weren't expecting Dubois to come out as quick as he did. That was like
that's the stupidity of AJ. You have to.
That's more the coaching. Like they hadn't planned for him to come out as quick as he did, and they always talk about Ben Davison. He does a lot of video analysis and stuff. Yeah, and I can't remember which pundit it was. Right, it might have been. No, it weren't Bellew. It was one of the others. Right, but essentially they said you could do all the video analysis you want. But eventually someone's going to do something that doesn't show up in that and you're going to get found out, right? I can't remember off the top of my head last time Dubois came rushing out to start the first round, right? He might have, and I just might forget. My memory might not be very good of his fights, yeah? But off the top of my head, I can't recall one. Therefore, in that situation, it was exactly as they were talking about in the build-up when they're saying about the video analysis. The video analysis for that one little moment failed them. Because if he was expecting it, he could have come out, guard up, ready for the punches, yeah? And then he don't get hit with a big shot straight out the gate, which drops him, and that wrecked the whole fight. The plan went out the window. As soon as he went down, the plan's out the window.
That means that he wasn't ready for the fight.
No, that means that the team underprepared him.
So he wasn't ready. That means that he wasn't ready. As a boxer, you have to.
But it's not that he himself wasn't mentally ready. It's that his underprepared him. Is 10.
I knew.
Did you guys hear the story that AJ was stuck in traffic and he only actually reached Wembley an hour before the fight?
Well, the plan was for him to arrive at 8. He arrived at like 20, 30 past 8, right? The ring walks were about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Ryan,
Yeah, so-
that doesn't even
But
play.
Ryan,
It's not an excuse, but
Yeah.
you know that none of us can understand why Daniel came
done by
first.
traffic for another 30 minutes. It throws out your whole routine by 30 minutes.
But no one can understand why Daniel. Why did Daniel come out first as defending champion? If that was AJ that made him do it, I find that disrespectful to Daniel.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
surprised
AJ
he was
would have
raging.
negotiated that would have been AJ's team, like Eddie Hearn and all them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's just not respectful. Like, he's defending champion.
It's a rematch. It's just how boxing is. You'll get the Fury Usyk second fight, yeah, and then Fury, whether he wins or loses, or do his BS as usual of I'm retiring. 3 months down the line, he goes, I'm coming out of retirement again, because it's what he always does. Usyk could probably fight one of his mandatories, which means that AJ, Dubois, and all the others have got to fight each other, because otherwise they're not going to fight.
You know what? I've watched boxing over 20 years, and I've been there myself for many years. I've never seen any introduction of this that it's ever happened like that before, where the champion is being introduced as a challenger and the challenger is being introduced as a champion. Never have I ever seen anything like that before. Never. So to me, AJ, whoever prepared AJ, he need to sack all of them, because this guy was not ready. And AJ has proven that whenever he goes down in the early stages of every round, he can never recover. He's proven that he says he's a warrior. AJ, you're not a warrior. You're not a warrior.
That doesn't apply for his fight against Klitschko. Is about the only fight that doesn't apply for.
Yeah, not that one. After the Andy Rules fight, every fight that is going down, AJ can never recover.
These are heavy punches, man. Andy Ruiz, Dubois, they're heavy-handed. You take a punch from them, flush. Not many heavyweights are going to get up.
No, he's an heavyweight.
In my opinion,
you're fighting your weight category. You're fighting.
I know, but this is heavyweight, man.
Yeah, you have to come up. You have to come up. You know, the number of people that have gone down. Hagler and Ali, 1974.
To be fair, he got up twice, didn't he, or 3 times? One was called not a knockdown.
He's not a warrior. He is. I mean, his corner was that bad. His corner were that bad. Why are you rushing to Dubois? Steven, Ryan, do you remember what I told you? I said he's not supposed to rush Dubois. Hang around.
Yeah, I mean that made no sense against heavy puncher rushing him. I mean, he was just sitting duck.
The thing is, right? You know when AJ caught him, it just shows you heavyweight boxing, right? Because in that moment, he catches Dubois. He catches him at the end of, I think, the previous round, and Dubois looks slightly rocked. Yeah,
Dubois got hurt. Yeah, in the 5th.
Yeah,
right.
And then it ended in the 5th, but I think it was the 4th round. AJ hurt Dubois a bit. He sort of wobbled a bit, right? Then the end of the round came. Then the 5th round, AJ comes charging, yeah? He catches him again. Dubois is hurt again. But AJ, in that situation, done what he did in the first Ruiz fight, where he got super punch heavy and everything out the window. If he took his time, Dubois could have come back at him, bang, backhand. He probably knocked him down.
This was the issue.
Done what he done in the first Ruiz fight, where he got the guy hurt, and then he's like, I've got to go for the kill. That's why Dubois was able to hit that punch absolutely perfect to slump him and end the fight.
Yeah, AJ's legs are gone. You could see, even though he connected when Dubois knocked him out, his punch was like 40-50% power.
To be fair, that punch still hurt Dubois. You could tell it did.
It definitely did.
It did, but look, who did he recover it or not? It did. And let me say this again. Going into this game, this is what I predict. I did not do a review on this fight, but this is what I said for myself before the fight went in. I was like, look, Dubois is going to start this game in a very, very fast and pace move because he's very youth. He's got a youthful exuberance in him. He's very young. He will attack AJ. AJ has to use experience to go through the early stages of round 5, and then use his experience to beat Dubois from the round 5 to the end of to the 12th round. But what did we see? We did not see. He did not handle that fast and attacking mood from Dubois, and he ended up going down. AJ never recovered from that moment. And what you know what they told him? I'm sure his camp told him, AJ, we've lost all these 5 rounds. You have to build some momentum. You have to start winning some rounds. Else you're gonna lose this fight. And he went for the killer.
We heard some of this corner from the end of the 4th, beginning of the 5th. And you've got Ben Davison saying we get through these moments and all this, yeah?
Yeah.
AJ's going, he's shit. Like, come on, man. You need your trainer to tell you to shut up and listen at that point. You're in trouble. Shut up. Listen to me. I'm the coach. Do what I say. That's what you need in that moment.
After the second knockdown,
you don't need your coach
round,
through these moments and letting AJ speak about, Dubois shit. It don't hurt, all this sort of shit he was saying, yeah? You as the head trainer, have to take control in that moment. Shut up. I'm the coach. Listen to me. This is the
after
plan.
The second knockdown, he was like, I think it was like 10, 15 seconds before the end of the bell. He was like, do you see? He was like gesticulating, pumping his chest, being like, I'm not hurt. It's just that point, you got to be humble. You got to be tactical and smart. Don't waste your energy doing that crap. You know, you need to recover and then go back and listen. Like Stephen was saying, listen to your trainer, listen to your coach.
But my thing is, the trainer, Ben Davison, was just letting AJ talk, saying, Dubois shit, blah, 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 all this, yeah? That's what I'm saying. As the head trainer,
that's what they were saying.
Bro, I don't know if I told you lot, yeah? I'm a qualified level 1 coach, yeah? So I'm not qualified to be, like, the main guy, yeah? But I know this stuff. I've learned this stuff, yeah? I can be, like, an assistant in the corner, right? Bro, I don't care. I still know, yeah, what the plan would be. At that time, you need someone in that corner, ideally the head trainer, to tell you to shut up and listen. Because they're on the outside. You're inside of the ring, getting your head caved in. Yeah? At this time, it's your time to listen to the instructions. Because that is what, like, your coach knows the plan. Your coach will know what to do in that situation. Your coach has a clear head. If your coach don't have a clear head when his fighter's in trouble, you are with the wrong coach. Flat out, simple as that. If that's the situation, your coach is shite.
AJ have shown over the years that he's defensive minded, or he doesn't have that defensive attribute towards himself. Big up to DJ. DJ said looking forward for the rematch between AJ and Dubois. Yeah, I want to see the rematch, but I don't think that AJ is going to win it. From what I've seen from the first game, I mean, boxing, anything can happen. Just one punch can make it change different. But I don't see.
But that's the whole point about the one punch thing, yeah? As soon as AJ landed on Dubois, you think, oh, Dubois is in trouble here, because Dubois did look in trouble. Just the difference is Dubois had the mental strength to stay in the moment and stay calm so he could counter and knock AJ out. That was the difference. Whereas AJ...
Who is training AJ, right?
Ben Davison. Ben Davison.
That trainer is shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's the guy that had worry for his return.
Oh, he's shit. You know how AJ did something? I was like, this is schoolboy movement over there. AJ keep doing this. He has his chin up and he keep going back like this. He can't do that. You open yourself up for a punch, and that's how he went down. AJ keep going back.
But it's not even just that, yeah. It makes no sense why even under Ben, he's not come out with his hands down very often, if at all. And then he comes out pretty much every round except from the 5th round with his hands down. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, come on, man. It's basic fundamentals of boxing.
And AJ has the weakest chin I've ever seen. The weakest chin ever. I thought he said he has a tough chin. he doesn't have it. Bro, any little punch on his chin is gone. Small, and the Reese even punches were not that heavy compared to Dubois, and he was
Nee,
gone.
do you know what I don't get though? Just quick, right? You know, you see like AJ and these other boxers, yeah. You know when they do that BS with the weight in their mouth, yeah, bro, that does nothing. Come on, you think that's gonna help you? You know when they get like the towel and like the chain around the weights and put it in their mouth and they're doing like the neck exercises? That don't do shit. That does nothing. Bro's been doing this for years. Have you not learned it does nothing for you?
You go like that, you go like this, you go like that, you go like this. Your body move, the hand should not go down, AJ. Be flexible. Hand goes like this, then it goes like that, then it goes like this, and it goes like that all the time. They'll tell you, do not lay your hands down, because you forget yourself, you lay your hands down, and that's when the punch is gonna come in.
Nee, that's boxing basics 101.
Basic, yeah. AJ's hands were always
Boxing
down.
basics 101. Do not drop your hands.
Your hand. And his hands were, oh, who's that, Steven?
Huh?
I was like, who's that, Steven? And then he vanished. Yeah, AJ's hands are always like this on his chest. Go up, buddy. Keep your hands up. Keep it up. He need training, maybe.
Do you know what else with AJ? Yeah, the other thing with AJ, yeah, have you noticed he doesn't really slip? He's over reliant on parries.
What does that mean?
You know when you parry a punch, the short, sharp movement to knock it offline. He's over reliant on that. That's like his only defense. He doesn't really slip off center line. If you slip off center line, say you slip to your right here, I can go hook to the body and then bring it up. But he don't do that. He just goes parry, 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 parry. So people know what's coming, man. If you slip, you've got an easy counter.
Yeah. Maya, thank you very much. Maya, I'll see you guys later. I got to go. Big up, guys. Stay blessed. Sending blessing to you all. Thank you very much, my big brother. Maya, hope you're doing very well. Enjoy yourself, brother. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, for the review of the Barrow Bora game.
Review.
Preview, whatever it's called. Anyway.
That thing.
Oh, Ryan, I'll give you some few tips. Okay, when you meet AJ.
Me?
Yeah.
Why me? I don't want to be a boxer.
No, you
Are you sure about that?
Please.
Yeah,
my
bro.
My coach said, listen to me. Yeah. Listen to me. When my coach, when he's talking, you make sure you don't talk. Coach will tell you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Bro, and if they're not listening, do you know what else you do if they're not listening? You give them a little slap around the face.
Yeah. My coach said, when I'm talking, you don't talk.
Bro, I've seen it before, yeah? The coach has literally said to a fighter, yeah? I'm the trainer. You're in the fight. When you're in this corner, you listen to me. And the fighter kept trying to talk, so the coach slapped him. Because that's what they need. You slap them, bang, I'm focused on you now.
So here's a question for you both. Here's a question for you both. One of the best fighters of all time, arguably the best, Floyd Mayweather. He uses this shoulder roll, right? That I can't remember if it's his father or his uncle taught him. You know, where he uses the shoulder Uncle Roger. He uses his shoulder when he's, you know, in the center of the ring and an opponent's punching him. He can just roll his shoulder to block it, and then he can turn defense into offense. Why do we not see heavyweights do it? Is it because they're too big? They're too heavy?
Yeah, the heavyweight, the punches are very, very heavy.
But it's also not the most efficient way. Like, it's not something that you can say it's an efficient way to defend. Do you know what I mean? Like, when it comes
it makes
to
it very awkward. Like when someone's turning with their shoulder.
Like, realistically, yeah, that is such an awkward position to get into, and it's not easy to learn. Like, I've seen people trying to learn it, and they struggle for the longest time with it because it's so unique, let's say, right? in terms of you got to think, right? You're like this, right? This is what you're doing. You're literally tucking it as deep into your
Yeah,
shoulder,
that's how he does it. Yeah.
You're trying
hoping
to
that it
use
hits
your
here
left hand
and
to
raises
block your
heart.
ribs, also at the same time.
And
Like
he's
you're
hiding.
halfway. You're halfway.
He's hiding his other like fist.
Yeah.
And
But
he
you're
can cancel.
literally hoping, look, by having your chin so tucked in that it's going to go bang.
Yeah.
But that's not always going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, it's just not.
It's not that easy. Not many boxers can do that, Ryan. Heavyweight don't need to do. They don't need to do that.
You especially don't do it as a heavyweight.
Yeah, you can't do it because you're carrying a lot of weight, right?
One punch changes it, yeah? If you're going like this, yeah? Bro, one punch, good night, see you later. It's true.
Good night, Vienna.
Yeah, the lightweights and then those middleweights, you can handle it. But the pound for pound, man, those punches, like the one from what's his name? Is it Terry Crawford and the rest? Those divisions.
Oh, like Terence Crawford, all them, yeah.
Yeah, Terence Crawford and the Alvarez.
Errol Spence Jr.
I don't Errol Spence Jr. and the rest. David Annie, I don't even count him. He's not a boxer for me, bro. He's shit. David Annie or whatever they call it. I saw him yesterday watching the fight. He said he support the AJ. Yeah, right. That's why you're shit. But anyway, you support a good. Sorry, AJ. I'm not disrespecting you, but you're so shit, AJ. Man, I don't know, man. You let this fat guy from Mexico come and beat you. How many Mexican boxers have beat the black dudes, either UK or the American? You sit there and everyone is just beating you up like that. Oh man! But yesterday Friday I was watching Top Rank Boxing. Frank, is it?
Oh
Frank,
yeah, they did
Frank
Friday show, didn't they?
Yeah, they have some new heavyweight boxers coming, and UK boy.
Yeah, I woke up to your message of it. I was like, how did I not know this event was happening?
Yeah, there was some good fights on that card, man. Some heavyweight, and this one guy from his name is Thompson or whatever. He's a white dude, but he's got some black folks attitude, man. Guy he will attack you. He's got some long reach. He's well built. That's an heavyweight. I think he's a either silver or gold medalist from the Olympics. That's recent Olympics. He's a very, very good boxer.
How much do you guys think that speed matters when it comes to a boxer generating power? Because I think of like small, relatively speaking, pound for pound, small boxers like David Haye, Prince Nassim Hamid. They had amazing. They weren't the biggest guys in the world. They were quite lean.
Manny Pacquiao,
but they had
Rod
speed
Mayweather.
and they had massive knockout power. They would floor guys that are much bigger than them. Is it all the speed?
Do you know how it is in the boxing ring? The reason why I'm jumping in to give you an answer for is because I've been there many times. I've fought many guys that have that speed. I don't have that speed. I have a very, very good. What I'm blessed with is good jabs and power punch. I wasn't blessed with that speed. So when I meet opponents that are coming on me, I go back and get to my corner because I make sure I've already studied them because they have speed. The more they throw, the more they get tired. When the later round, you're talking about round 6, round 5, round 6, going to get tired. What they do is they outpower you with the number of punches that they're throwing. You can't stop the punches. You can't stop it unless you clinch the person. And how many times you want to clinch that person? You can't start clinching in round 1. You won't clinch in round 2 because psychologically you're telling yourself that you're weak, but you can't fight the dude. You get what I'm saying? Although you know you can fight him, he's throwing so many. He's very quick. So when the punches are coming, you can't stop it. So all you got to do is just take a step back or clinch him. Take a step back and clinch him. Put your weight on him and let him get tired. Then you can use your power punching in around 5, 6 going. You start building that power on him because he'll be slowing down from that age. But if you meet someone who never stopped throwing punches, then you're dead.
Do you know what else I'll add to that, right?
Yeah.
McGregor has said some dumb stuff in the past, but hear me out, right? One of the things that he did say that does basically make sense is that he once said a quote precision beats power, timing beats speed, right?
Totally,
Essentially, it's more about your efficiency, right? Because, like you're saying, right, if someone's just going bang, 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 easy, bang, bang, good night, have a nice sleep, you're right, yeah. Whereas if you're timing everything up, right, then it's a lot harder for them, right?
Yeah.
If you're timing it and you're precise, yeah, like if you're able to get them bang on the temple or bang on the jaw consistently, yeah, the way that cools, yeah, is going to do more harm than if someone's just straight up just going like their head's gone, bang, 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 because that does nothing. Like you said, step back,
it weighs you down.
And do you guys remember, obviously when Floyd Mayweather was in his prime, I used to watch on HBO a lot of his fights. I'm sure like you, Stephen.
When he trains with like 100 combination punches.
That's it. And then you look at the CompuBox stats between the rounds and at the end of the match. His accuracy is so high. His shot percentage. His opponent will be like 20-30%. He'll be like 60-70%, which is insane.
Pacman throws almost about 300 punches around. 300 to 400 punches around, sometimes 600 around. How can you handle that?
Yeah.
And some of them are not effective, but what it does is it weighs you down, as even if you're a power puncher, because you can't punch him. It throws combination. It's not just a punch, right? When he goes, he goes to the jabs. When he goes to the jab, then he follows up, then he goes to your body, then he goes to the other body, then he's following up to like 4 punches at the same time before he takes a step back, and then he comes back again. It is very difficult to fight those boxes. Very, very difficult.
The easiest way to explain it, right? The two easiest things that I can put that the easiest way that I find it to sort of explain things to people when it comes to boxing, right? Is you have essentially what are called phases, yeah? And the other thing is everything works off the jab. Yeah. When I say phases, right, for people who don't understand, yeah, essentially, for example, if I go jab, backhand, slip, and then for a right uppercut, that's 3 phases. Your jab and your backhand are your first phase. Your defense is your second phase, and then your next punch is your third phase, right? Easiest way I can explain it to people, right? The other thing, like I said, everything works off a jab, but sometimes you don't need it. If someone's throwing the backhand and I slip off to the side of their backhand, yeah, I can come over the top of that. I know I can come over the top of it. If I'm quick enough, I can come over the top of it, and then they're in trouble. That's why you don't need it every time. But in terms of when it comes to phases, you want your first phase to come off of the jab. Every time.
Yeah, your jab measures the distance, sets up combinations.
Your jab's your rangefinder. That's why they say everything off the jab. Because if you miss with your jab, you know you're out of range.
Yep. And it can stop your opponent from building rhythm as well.
Yeah, and you're fighting someone with a long range.
They're stepping in, bang, jab in your face. What you got to do?
Ryan, do you know how to fight someone with a long range?
I've had some boxing lessons, but if you ask me to do it now, no, probably not.
You closed up. You closed up the person. If you closed up, he can't throw punches. He can throw jabs, because he's got 2 hands. The hands are too long. So you fight.
You've got to get inside that range.
Outside. Yeah. You get closer, because when you're in the distance, you give him that advantage. Close him up. He can throw punches. Then you get that advantage throwing punches from down and up. When you fight the taller person, you fight from the inside, whilst he fight from the outside.
And coming back to AJ, this is something he didn't do well, especially in the first round, because he did not keep enough distance between himself and Dubois. Dubois caught him too easily. And his hands were not up. He was not defending nothing.
Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Over here, you can see always his hands are down. Always. KO. Andrews, KO. And Dubois, KO Alexander Usyk 2 times, all the time. Dude, his hands
No,
are
Usyk
down.
didn't KO him. Usyk was points.
Oh, points. Both fights.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
unanimous in
Unanimous.
fight one at, I think, Tottenham Stadium, and then the second one was a split decision.
Did you watch Usyk Dubois? Did you watch that?
I can't recall.
Dubois was robbed. Dubois was robbed.
I can't remember. I can't remember if I watched it. I'll have to try and watch it back.
I remember watching
quick
it.
question.
Yeah.
Outside of the heavyweights for a second, who's one of your favorite fighters to watch, or who's like your three favorites?
The real pound for pound from
from like current day. If you had to pick current
days right now.
Yeah. If you want to include heavyweights, you can, but ideally no.
Okay. I'll go for the Terence Crawford. Is it Terence Crawford, right? Crawford. That's
Terence Crawford, yeah.
Crawford, yeah. Crawford's division. The pound for pound, the pound for pound one. Mayweather division. I like that divisions, yeah. Go about Mayweather, but yeah, that division, I love that one. The one that's kind of like in between and super lightweight, in between that section. Very difficult section.
Terence Crawford weight, you said, yeah?
Yeah. Where you have Keith Thurman. Ryan, that's the guy I was talking to you about, Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman, yeah,
Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
Terence beat him up. At that time, he was unbeaten. Since he got that defeat, I haven't seen him again. The guy's been missing.
I like that the like middleweight division.
Yeah,
Crawford's welter, by the way.
Shiraz and Canelo Alvarez and all those.
Hamza Shiraz.
Yeah.
Stephen, Crawford moved up to fight that guy, so it's not super. His normal weight is not there. Crawford just moved up to fight the current guy he fought.
Because you got all those boxing legends, their sons, like Chris Eubank and Shane Mosley, like all the juniors are now fighting.
That's my best division. I've got one that you guys might not know on my list. Cool. So if I go for two people, right?
Yeah.
One of them is Lomachenko, yeah? The other one is someone who you might not know, right? Galal Yafai.
Who?
I don't know.
Galal Yafai, if I remember correctly, flyweight. I watched him as an amateur about 3-4 times. So I've been following like his whole career from like the end of his days in amateurs until now. Bro, he's actually really I really enjoy watching his fights. But bro, I've got to chuck Loma in there. The guy's a genius.
Is it £100? £100.
What, fly?
Yeah. What is it? Probably like around that. Maybe a bit more.
I was during my time when I started at 75.
52 kg.
I was fighting 75 to 80. But when I came here after a while, when I want to restart boxing again, I was around 180. Way too much. 180. Now the coach was like, "Can you cut it down to 160?" I tried, right? I tried whatever. I stopped eating. I did everything, and it wasn't working. It wasn't working. 160, man. At 160, I was at the max I could do. I took 10 pounds off my weight, and I was still small, right? I was still small. But the coach said, "Look, man, if I can get you to 160, you will kill people." I couldn't. I wasn't fat, but the muscles were there, and I can't. I was just yesterday. I watched the story of Roberto Duran movie. Roberto De Niro, who starred as his trainer, and Usher Raymond was the he starred as Sugar Ray Lennon. What a beautiful movie! What a beautiful movie is this. And did you know that Sugar Ray Lennon and Roberto Duran are very, very close friends, although they fought each other. They got so much respect for each other right now. But what I was trying to say is,
a lot of people sort of fought each other are like that, though.
They fought each other 3 times. But yeah, the only boxer to have got into the ring to announce a winner and lift the winner hands up and say, well, he emerged as the winner for this fight is that person is Sugar Leonard. He went in the ring and then lift Roberto Duran's hand as a winner. The only boxer that have done that in the ring.
Just quick, right? So
Steven,
do you know?
Before you come in, hold on. Before you come in, if you give me 20 quid, I'll fight Lomachenko for you. I hate that guy. Give me 20 quid. I'll train and start fighting him for you. I don't like him. So he disrespected one of my country boys who came down here and he beat him up and he was standing there telling him, come on. The referee was like, go and fight and stop doing that crap. He disrespected my boxer, and if I have to fight anyone else, I want to fight him for just 20 quid.
Bro said 20 quid.
But anyway, go ahead.
Do you know Sonny Edwards?
Sonny Edwards.
He's also flyweight.
Is it one of the current boxers? I don't know many of the current boxers.
That's so on the 30th of November, so in a couple months, that's Galal Yafai's next fight. I think it's a main event fight.
Is it in the UK or is it going to be America? If in America, I definitely can watch it.
It's on DAZN. For USA, it'd be on DAZN. But I don't know if it's thing, but you might be able to find a stream for it.
Definitely, I'll watch it. I'm starting to enjoy the games.
Remember his numbers. I think your fight is 7-0 with 5 knockouts, I think, off the top of my head as a pro. Yeah. But yeah, I just follow him because I saw him when he was amateur, so I've like followed his career for a while now, trying to watch as much as possible. I kind of get more engaged for those fights than I do for like the Furies and the AJs and stuff like that because I've actually seen them from when they were amateur for a few fights. So I know their career path at that point. I know from their amateur days to their first pro fight, and I've been watching them like as much as I can from that time.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what AJ, I found out about him when he fought. What's his name? AJ. Yeah. Oh, I forgot her name. But I found out about AJ when Dillian White. I think that was the first AJ fight I was aware of.
Speaking of
Dillian
White,
that was a bit in. I think that was like his 7th fight or something, maybe more.
Ryan, speaking of Dillian White, Steven, speaking of Dillian White, did you see what he did to Joe Joyce? I was like, this shit Dillian White is beating Joe Joyce like Joe Joyce is really shit, bro. Dude, this shit, man. He threw punches like Ryan. I'm sure you can beat him. I'll set a fight for you. $30,000. Ryan, I'm sure you can beat Joyce. If your punches are faster, you can beat Joyce. Joyce don't have any finishing. He can juggle to the end. If you give him 2 days, he'll fight. He will continue fighting. He's not gonna get tired. But the punches are never effective. The punches are like that. It goes like this. Joe Joyce. What the hell? Yeah.
You know the other thing I would say? The other thing I would say on the Galal Yafai thing is, you know, a lot of boxers when they're starting out, they fight people who are like 1-3 or like 10-12 and stuff like this, yeah?
Yeah.
His first opponent was 9 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw. The next one was 17-6-1. Then 13-1-1. 36-10-1. 15-3-1. 22-2-0. And then 21-1. And his next opponent's also 21-1. So he's not fighting like just any guys who are like journeyman. He's actually fighting guys with like good solid records. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's fighting the best
already. And this is like, bro, like okay, 9-4-1 for your career debut as a pro. Yeah, fair enough. Like a lot of people do a lot worse than that. Yeah. Then his next one straight away: 17 wins, 6 defeats, 1 draw. Then 13 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw. 36 wins, 10 defeats, 1 draw. I think he then refought that guy. Oh no, he didn't. But yeah, like, bro, to fight someone in your his first, second, third, full fight who's got 36 wins, 10 defeats, and 1 draw or no contest or something to that effect. Like, come on, man. Not many fighters do that. Then his 6th fight, 22-2, and his 7th fight, 21-1. And he beat them all. The only ones that he didn't knock out, so he's got 5 stoppages from his 7 wins, was Miguel Cartagena or whatever it is, the 17-6-1 in his 2nd fight, I think. Oh, wait, that might be referee stopped fight, actually. Yeah, it was. So the 22-2 guy, Rocco Santamaro, was a unanimous decision, which was 2 fights ago. So his 5th fight. And his 3rd fight against the guy that's 13-1-1 was a split. But he knocked out the guy who's 36-10-1. Like, bro, 44 seconds that says as well.
I'm saying be a good boxer. He'll be a good fighter.
Yeah. The 36-10-1 guy, it says 44 seconds. But legitimately, if you watch him, I think you'd be impressed. He's actually quite good.
I will.
And
I think
it's one of those that, like I say, with me, I've watched him from amateurs, but like, if you see him, like, he's still up and coming, obviously. He's not even had 10 pro fights. So,
yeah.
But there's a lot of them that I watched as amateurs that I follow. Like, which one is it? There's one of the McCormacks. I think there's 2 or 3 McCormacks. I think it's Luke McCormack that I follow more of. Like, there's about 5 or 6 of them that are pro. Fraser Clark, I watched him as an amateur.
Fraser Clark, yeah, I played that guy.
I watched him as an amateur.
Yeah.
Who else have I watched? I'm trying to think of the names off the top of my head. Quite a few. When I remember, I'll let you know. But I think
I've seen that a couple of times also. His fight, some of his fights. What's his name again? The guy that does he boxes and it looks like he's dancing. Oh, what's his name again? The tall guy, the black tall guy. He does a lot of shows.
Someone else. I've got a feeling that you mean Ben Whittaker.
Ben Whittaker. That's the name. Ben Whittaker. Is it Ben Whittaker? Yeah. It's Ben Whittaker.
By the
Black
way,
guy with
you know what I'm saying about
he fought that Nigerian guy recently. His last fight was a Nigerian guy, if I can remember.
You know what I'm saying about Fraser Clark, yeah?
Yeah.
His record's 8 wins, 6 by knockout, and then 1 draw. The draw was his last fight against Fabio Wardley, who he's rematching next month.
Yeah, I've heard all these names, but I haven't seen
Wardley. I'm trying to remember. I think Wardley, and this is bringing it slightly back to football, but he's a Ipswich fan, Wardley, and I remember.
Oh, he's taking the fight home. I remember that, something like that.
I remember after one of his fights, it was when Ipswich were getting promoted. Yeah. They obviously were having a party and all that. Yeah, because it was like one of the last games and that. And he came through in his car, beeping the horn out the window a lot. And they're all having a big party outside before the game.
All right, Stephen G, Mr. Ryan. I think it's time to call it a day. We're going to draw the captain.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's, we just waffling boxing over here. And I don't think if people click on it and we're boxing over here, they're probably going to run away. They would think that maybe Ryan is going to end up beating all of us. So all right, big up to everyone out there. I want to say thank you, everyone that joined and even liked the stream. Much love to you. We'll always leave you here, you guys, with happiness, love, and joy. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time tomorrow with Ellie. Tomorrow will be Ellie. Today,
about an hour and a half earlier. Normal time tomorrow. Normal time
tomorrow. Today we will be late, so we'll be back again earlier. Down with it today. All right, so we'll say Leo Desprandos and people
Hang on to hope.
hang on to hope. Yeah, Mr. Ryan, hang on to hope. Don't worry, you guys can win the league. Don't worry. You will win the league. Trust me.
I hope they don't. Though, having said that, so long as Arsenal don't, I'm happy.
That's what I said. I don't mind if somebody else win it. No, us now.
We're the best of a bad bunch. Come on, we're better than Man City. And,
noisy Arteta.
Okay. Let's not do this right. Better than City. You're on something today.
No. I mean in terms of like who you prefer, not better. As in footballing.
Difficult.
Okay, I'll take that. Impartial.
All right, guys, we're gonna drop off here. Bye for now. DJ Salve, JC, I want you to love you forever. Alpha on YouTube, the Coolest Chairs, Santiago, who else? Santiago and everyone that came in. Manchester is red forever. Thank you guys. So we always say, I think I just got a message. Someone just, all right. Big up to you, Alpha. Thank you very much, you, Alpha. All right, guys. Bye-bye for now. Bye.